this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love. And so, if you follow my messages, then all go from one to the next, and they all come through from all of our higher selves. So anyone that comes to me for healings, for readings, or for channeled letters. And so, what I'm going to share today is a couple of people's stories that have come to me. And I know that they'd be happy for me to share them because they want to help others. And I know that because I've seen, because the people that are coming to me recently, what's going on. And so, a common thing recently has been people that have been put off track of their twin flame journey and having other people enter into their life. And having this feeling of a bit of panic, thinking, am I kind of spoiling my twin flame journey? And so what about these other people? And so the first thing is to really, always trust that you can never step a foot wrong in your twin flame journey if you are following your heart. Because the thing is, if you get to the point where you're incredibly frustrated and angry with your twin for not being on your, on your time frame, then really, if you're missing that connection with someone, then the fact that somebody has come across your path they've come across your path for a reason, because clearly that's something that you need, and if you need that comfort, then that's absolutely fine. It will elevate your spirit and elevate your energy. And so never think of it like that it's going to put the brakes on your twin flame journey, because it's obviously what you need. Because your other twin flame, your energetic match, is really working. You can't, it's like, I think I've said before, but you can't really be angry with someone for not being in the same place as you, right? For not being along their journey as much as you are. It's kind of like saying, if you're going for a cross-country run and your friend isn't, a great runner or a fast runner, and you're kind of annoyed with them that they're not running with you. Which is why when I picked the Native Spirit card today, it was the Freedom card. Because you have to let both of your spirits run free. And if that means having some time with someone else to elevate your spirit, then that's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, it's all good. That's the other thing. Always tell yourself, I am exactly where I need to be for my union. Everything is working out for me just perfectly. The more you repeat this, the more you say, I'm exactly where I need to be from my union. I walk my union path every day. I surround myself in the golden light. I put myself in my golden bubble. In my golden bubble is the union energy. Now, all of these mantras, all of these things that I say to do every single day, the more you do that, the more you just enter a space of knowing. And then you just know that actually anything that comes across your path, as long as you're doing it from your heart and you're putting the intent into every day, if you start your day every day with the intent, I put myself in the golden carriage of love. In that golden carriage is my union energy. I trust that is taking me home. And then that's the intent that you send out to the universe every single day. And then wherever that takes you, that is your union home. That's your path home for that day. And you do it every day. You start the day with that. And then, frankly, anything that happens, you're kind of like, okay, well, this is cool because I set my intent for the day that today is going to get me closer to my union. So I know that anything that comes my way is going to help me. So with that, I'm going to share, because a guy came to me, and he's been with me along this journey a long time. So thank you so much. And he came to me when he first met his twin. And they got together and they have been together, but he just recently said that his twin is moving and going away to, Washington, D.C. And I was like, well, there's a big clue there. He's moving to D.C. So don't get the fear. But he said that since then that somebody else has come into his life and it's made him feel confused. And so he said, can I channel a letter from this other person? He also asked me to do a healing for him and his twin. So I'm going to read you, first of all, the letter from the other person. And because straight away I told him it's not your, your twin is your twin. This is just a soul person that's coming to help you along your journey. And so I'm going to read you that letter, because if other people are going through this, then you will feel comfort from this, because the letter says, I am here to help you, to further your soul journey, to further you on your path to find your true self. Think of it like we are all a team, working with each other to uncover the lost treasure. Except the treasure isn't outside of us. The treasure is within us. But, like with any great expedition, we can't do that alone, so it takes a whole team of us to uncover and find the treasure. Sometimes we may go down different paths and we may take wrong turns, but when the expedition is over and we've found the treasure, then all the different turns make up for the overall expedition. It wouldn't be an expedition if you find the treasure straight away. Trust that we are helping each other in our own life expeditions. It's fun. Right. So, really, really clear guidance there is to say, look, we bring people into our lives, right? This is from the person that's come into his life since his twin has moved away. To say, look, we're all on this journey together, uncovering the treasure, right? The treasure is the lot that your soul, your spirit inside, which is why the native spirit card for today is about freedom, because it's about saying, set your spirit free, set your soul free. If your soul is yearning to have companionship with someone else, then do it, because that will lift your vibration up, right? And it, for me, and also you can't gauge that from anyone else, right? So for me, I know that I couldn't do that because that doesn't lift my vibe, right? I know that because and I've tried and it didn't work. So for me, I know that that's not my path, but it doesn't mean that my path is going to be the same for everyone. Everyone's path is individual to them. And so whatever lifts your vibe is really setting you free, basically, because you also don't want to see the twin flame journey as shackles on your back, It's not, that's not the purpose of it. The purpose is as if to see this beautiful journey that they're helping you to set your own spirit free. And so if you're getting to the point that you're annoyed with them for not for not being on the same, not being as quick or whatever it is, then that's the time that you think, okay, well, maybe I need, I need to change my mindset around this, right? Because actually they're there in spirit to help you set your spirit free, whatever that may be. Now, the next thing that this guy had asked me, this divine masculine had asked me to do a healing for him and his twin. And so I'm going to tell you and so now, again, I've just remembered the healing. So it makes, again, perfect sense why the native spirit card is the horse. Because when I did their healing, I saw them both on horses, and it was like olden days cavalry times, and they were both holding swords. And this particular, he basically got stabbed and wounded, and his twin tried to save him but couldn't, and he needed to carry on fighting because it was a war. And his twin had told me that he was frightened because he still had that imprint of energy within him, and he didn't want to hurt him, and he felt like he was going to let him down and he was going to hurt him again. And so we had to clear the energy and basically let that go. And I was guided to do some heart chanting healings and, various things. But that was the issue around it. That was one of the issues. Now, the other thing, can I just say with healing is we are layers of onions, right? So it's also not that you do one healing and then that's it. You will uncover things on your journey, on your soul path, when the time is right for you. So I've said before, I've experienced past lives many, 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 many times and gone back and seen different things each time that my soul was ready to show me. And I was first, when it happened, I was kind of like, are you joking? Why didn't you just show me all of this at the first time? We could have saved a lot of time. You know, I'm Aries, right? So I'm kind of like, let's just get on with this. But of course, my soul was like, well, if we showed you all of that at once, how do you think you would have coped with that? And it's true, you know, you are only given the pieces of information from your soul that you can deal with at that time. And that's the other thing to always remember. You're always protected, right? So always protect your union with AA Michael and ask him to help you come into your union. So you're protected in your union. These are sacred unions, right? There is so much sacred support to bring these unions in. You know, look at even from, you know, from ancient, look, going back to the ancient Hopi prophecies and all through history. You know, this is it's part of history. It's part of the elevation of the planet. So your union is set in stone. So anyway, so the healing was basically that they were in cavalry together, and one of them had died, and he had that imprint on him. Now this particular twin, they're very open with each other, as in he tells him things. So he came back to me this morning and he said he actually had a phone call with his twin and sent him a copy of the healing that I'd sent, where I had said it's that imprint around him saying, you know, that he's frightened to hurt you again. And he basically just said, I've just got off the phone with my twin and I sent him a copy of this email, and he said it was exactly how he felt. Thank you for all of your help. I now know I have to let him go in order for him to come back to me. And so that was so amazing, because again, you know, I know that in their particular dynamic, they're very open, and he's very open spiritually. So, you know, they can, you know, he's open with him in that way. You know, I am not at all with my twin. Yeah, a bit. But, you know, again, follow your own guidance. But that just shows you, right? It shows you that actually that when he first came to me, he was so sort of like, you know, thinking, well, if this other person's come in, and is that going to damage my twin flame journey? And, you know, what kind of thing. And it just shows you that you know, that guidance from this other person was saying, I'm just here to help you. We're all here on this journey together to uncover our own treasure. And then, you know, the twin flame healing was then showing him something from a past life that needed to be healed to set their spirits free. And so what that's done is given him the ability to settle and to really trust in his journey again, because he realizes that, okay, this is part of my twin flame journey to uncover more of my own treasure. So basically the guidance is to set your spirit free, trust in every part of your journey, trust that if you are a twin flame, you will come together when the time is right, but you have to free your own spirit first. Set yourself free and trust in the universal powers that will bring you back together. Because we are here to set all of our spirits free. That's the whole purpose, to really live in freedom, in love, and in light. All right. Well, thank you so much again for sharing. If you want to come to me for a healing, for a reading, for a channeled letter, only $7 and $20 for a healing. All details are in the link. And thank you for sharing, because I know that will help loads of people who are going through the same thing. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.